Hello and welcome back to Adventure Planet, where today I've come back down to the Legoland Resort here in Windsor. Now, I was last here towards the end of last year where we came down to watch the fireworks display, which was an absolutely fantastic show. We did vlog that, so if you do want to watch that vlog, you can find that in the Legoland 2022 playlists right here on the channel. Today though, however, I've come back down for the first time in 2023 to check out all the changes and updates that have happened over the closed season, including some pretty important construction updates, including the Legoland Adventure Golf that was actually all approved and is now being constructed in the former premium car park, and also construction on the new duelling coasters that are looking ready to open for next year. That's located just behind Duplo Dino. So we'll take a look at both of those areas a little bit later on. If you are coming down to Legoland Windsor and you book online, you can expect to pay around £34 for entry, as well as £7 for parking if you happen to drive down in any type of vehicle. It's a pretty busy day here today. It's right smack bang in the middle of the Easter. It's actually Easter Sunday at time of filming. The car park is absolutely rammed, which is really good to see. Expecting some pretty high queue times today, but you know, that's good. We can get back in, get on some of my favorite rides, including Flight of the SkyLion, which I'm really looking forward to. Let's head on into Legoland Windsor. Park hours today 10 AM through until 6 PM. Today's going to be a good day. Let's go. And here we are then in the first of 12 theme lands here at Legoland Windsor, and oh yeah, it's busy today. It is a busy one today. Crowds are gonna be pretty high in the park for Easter Sunday. Legoland Coffee and Co there. Oh, I love getting back to Legoland, the Legoland big store there. And yeah, quick word of advice. Don't leave this till the end of the day if you are thinking of heading in there. Much like Towers Trading at Alton Towers, best time to head in there is probably halfway through the day. Buy what you want to buy, take it back to your car, and then come back into the park for the second half. Hey, there he is. Good to see him again. Yeah, all looking nice and fresh for 23. Got some Coke Zero, little merch stands there as well. Yeah, it's always nice when the parks are busy. Really kind of get that vibe and that atmosphere, which is really good. Lots of photo opportunities here as well. Big dragon. And of course, those fantastic views of London. Windsor Castle. Over there to the left. See Heathrow as well. Never get tired of this view. Absolutely fantastic. Of course, Legoland Windsor opened back in 1996 on the old Windsor Safari site. It is quite a hilly park though, so if you do suffer from mobility problems or any kind of injuries perhaps, it's worth noting. There is a funicular that you can get here just to the left. You can see the station for it there. However, it looks like it may be closed as the carriages are just down here and don't seem to be in operation of any kind. So that's a little bit of a shame to see. But usually, yeah, the funicular takes you from the top here, from the beginning, and basically takes you all down these hills. Just in case you do suffer from any kind of mobility problems, which is always good at the end of the day, as they obviously bring you back up. And towards the end of a tiring day, the last thing you want to do is come up all these hills here. It is quite a hilly park, as you can see. Gives some great views at the top though, which is great. And yeah, there we are. And like I say, yeah, nice and busy. Love this car, yeah, this is great. Great photo opportunities here at the beginning area of the park. Max headroom there on the old dragon. He's got some birds nesting in his head there. All right, let's head on in. And there is the Hulkbuster there. 595,000 Lego bricks and a weight of 850 kilograms. That is an impressive one. And in terms of events here at Legoland Windsor then, we have Springfest, which starts on the 13th of May through to the 5th of June. Two other events this year as well, which is a Brick or Treat, which starts on the 28th of September through until the 5th of November, which probably includes the fireworks as well, like it did last year. And then Legoland at Christmas will begin from the 25th of November on selected dates. Shame there's no summer event. Much like Alton Towers really, I feel like a summer event here would be really good. We've got the sweet shop off to the right there. And we've taken a left at the top of the beginning area, which takes you down to that sweet shop, and just past the sweet shop on the right here is where you will find the entrance to the funicular, but as you can see, we're busy building. Coming soon. Yeah, maybe some maintenance, a little bit of a refurb and refresh on the funicular perhaps. Yeah, shame to see that down though. I'd like to see you know, things up and running at the start of a new season. That looks like we're gonna have to take the hilly route, but it's a beautiful day today. Not expecting any rain, it's gonna be staying dry. Yeah, this is gonna be a good day at Legoland today. And just here in the imagination section of Legoland now then, and the first of our construction updates sees this building here. This is going to be Ferrari Build and Race. A little bit of a shame that they've not replaced the big dragon that used to be here. They used to spit out water and kind of have a load of mist effects coming out, which is a little bit of a shame that that's been taken down. Hopefully it will get replaced with something, as it does look a little bit bare at the moment. I'm assuming some kind of mural or something might be painted on here as well. But yeah, this is going to be Ferrari Build and Race, where you basically design and race your own Ferrari across 3 extreme tracks, and it can also be done virtually as well. This is going to be opening in the summer, so currently all fenced off. Looking pretty vibrant though, with the colours there, all the red and yellows. And down here we have the queue for the Skyrider. Wow. Currently a 60-minute wait for the Skyride, which I was actually going to, you know, take a quick trip on just to see if I can get some better views of what's going on behind here. However, an hour's wait for that. We'll come back a little bit later, I think, and see if it's died down any. Whew, never seen the queue that long for Skyrider before. And yeah, 1 hour queue time for Skyrider. That has got to be up there for the longest queue time I've seen for that ride since I've been coming here. In terms of Ferrari Build and Race though, yeah, I think that's going to be a great addition to the park. It'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to checking that out when it opens in the summer. It's a nice compliment actually to the Brick, which opened last year over at Miniland, which, speaking of, we are now heading over there right now. Looking pretty busy again. And yeah, it's getting pretty warm here as well, here at Windsor. 40 million Lego bricks in Legoland, with almost 200 miles of underground cabling to make sure all of the movement works. And I love this area. It's one of my favorite areas of the Legoland Windsor Resort. Let's go check it out. And Miniland is such a fantastic area. Certainly on sunny days like today, it really does look great. Look at this. The Skyrider going in the background there, nice blue skies, and these incredible models. Got the bridge here, some of the boats. You actually see some of that cabling, some of the motors that are taking the boats along their route. There goes the train. That was good timing. It's absolutely fantastic how it all works. Like I say, the amount of cabling and electrics and magnetized roads and stuff that are all underneath this that makes everything work really, really is impressive. There's Buckingham Palace. All the people outside. A little fountain there. Yeah, the London area really is great to see as well. Houses of Parliament there, Big Ben, the London Eye. Really is great. And obviously the amount of photo opportunities that you get here, well, it's innumerable really. Canary Wharf and Tower Bridge. The size of some of these buildings, just incredible. There's a little milk truck there as well. Making a delivery to the Thompson Arms. Like I say, this is one of those kind of magnetized roads. You can actually see the little hatch just here. Well, they need to open up if anything goes wrong. A little bit of a cricket match going on here as well. All the tractors lined up there. The old fire truck. Fantastic. There's Brighton Pier there. They got a little double swinging inverter going on next to the Helter Skelter. Little flat ride. And here we are in the Holland section of Miniland then, with all the windmills. Sans tulips. Although I'm sure they must be somewhere. Here we got the boats in the river again here as well. They pulled on the old tugboat. There's a lot of stuff in there. We've actually got a real life duck taking a bit of a nap just here. Yeah, getting a little bit of shade out of the sun. It is pretty warm today, 15 degrees. Love all these buildings along the river here as well, the windmills. And on certainly kind of hotter days than today, certainly throughout the summer at least, the brick, which can be found just to the right of the Holland section here, is all fully air conditioned if you do want to take a little bit of a breather from the hot sun. And some of the trees looking a little bit dead at the back there. Nice to see them freshened up a little bit. I do feel like they've kind of cut these hedges down a little bit though as well. Kind of tidied this area up. Gives more of a nice border around. I feel like this was looking a little bit more overgrown when I last came in November, so that's good to see. And here we are at the NASA section then. This is all part of the Explore the World section, which was actually added back in 2018. Poor guy experiencing a little bit of centrifugal force there, preparing for his flight. And yeah, this is certainly where you'll find some of the more kind of bigger and impressive buildings here, with the exception of the London area, of course. But these are great, all the shuttles here and the rockets. Your space shop there. I feel like I'm long overdue a trip to the Kennedy Space Center in Florida, actually. Maybe that's a trip I could do towards the end of the year, of course, when we're out there for Halloween. Yeah, these are all great. There's the Route 66 section then. Little UFO over the back there for Area 51. Nice little touch, that. Yeah, I love all these little cacti and that around here as well. That's great. Some teepees there. And every single one of these areas actually comes with this little information board that tells you a little bit more about the area, just in case you don't know what a particular area is. We've got some more moving vehicles here as well. And then fabulous Las Vegas with the Luxor. The only hotel I've ever stayed in Vegas. And that's another trip that's kind of long overdue. I'd like to know how many bricks were used in the recreation of the Luxor Pyramid. That looks great. Oh, it actually tells you on here. Ah, there you go, 70,000 bricks, 410 hours, and 3 builders. Fantastic. And just behind the brick then, where you'll also find this nice seating area, if you do want to take 5 or 10 minutes out of your day or a spot of lunch, you can actually do that here on the benches situated behind the brick, and that's actually right in front of the Miniland stage here, which is looking nice and fresh for 2023. Nicely themed up to Lego Ninjago. Yeah, a little bit disappointing that nothing's actually happening on here today. However, I suspect this will see a lot more activity during those future events. Certainly Springfest will be seeing something going on here. And yeah, as you can see, the floor's all nicely done. Looks nice and fresh and clean for the season, just to make sure you're not standing on any grass or mud during those wetter days. And as much as I just said that there's not actually currently a show here at the Miniland stage, and obviously there's nothing advertised here at all either, there is actually a show going on today. On the hour, every hour, it's Ninjago Live. So it's due to start very soon, so I'll put in some footage coming up right now.
Open! Oh, hello there. I didn't see you. I was so lost in training. Actually, you know, most impressive. Not many people can sneak up on... Yeah, a ninja. Probably because I haven't reached my true potential yet. Speaking of potential, this crowd seems full of potential, young ninja. Am I wrong? Are you here to train to become ninja? That was terrible. Are you here to train to become ninja? Brilliant. Well, before we begin your training, maybe you can help me with some of mine. Now, before you see the portal of peril.
I can't see anything with all this smoke.
Wait, no. So Nia's my greatest fear.
Wait, what?
Well, does that make me the bad guy? Or is Nia the bad guy? Or is it bad girl? Oh, I'm so confused.
Master Wu, what is he talking about?
Some questions are better left unanswered.
I came looking for you, Master Wu.
At last, I live again.
Do not fear, students. This is an illusion. None of
enough for you.
Yep, that was real. Definitely real.
I am not afraid of you!
What are you going to do? Throw some ninja stars at me?
Right! Okay, let's finish it this time with the shurikens of ice. Right now, join him in this one. Shurikens of ice left! And shurikens of ice! Right!
And some highlights there then of LEGO Ninjago the show. Just a little 15-minute show, but yeah, it was good. Good audio, smoke effects thrown in there for good measure, and good audience participation, especially with the kids, featuring Master Wu himself. Yeah, I just wish it had been advertised a little bit more. Nothing on the hoardings, and the stage itself was completely silent just 30 minutes ago, so I wasn't too sure if anything was actually happening there. However, the show itself, really good. 8 out of 10, good fun. Yeah, and as much as Miniland is looking quite fresh for the start of the 2023 season, I do still think, as mentioned in previous vlogs, certain areas, certainly with the more kind of spectacular buildings, could certainly do with a canopy of some sort to kind of protect from the elements here in the UK. We do get quite a lot of rain here, and in the summer we are actually getting pretty hot sun, and it does tend to make certain areas of Miniland look a little bit grubby kind of later on in the year. Like I say, certainly now at the start of the season, clearly a lot of work has been done around Miniland, and it is all looking really, really fresh, but would like to see a canopy or two just to protect those better buildings from all the elements that we get here in the UK. But yeah, at the time of filming, April 2023, looking fantastic here. And there's the trains. Hey. And from Miniland to Duplo Valley then, and there's Duplo Dino just off to the left there, waiting for a dispatch, laughing and chuckling to himself as he always does. And just behind that then, which you may or may not be able to see, is the construction for the new family dueling coasters. And there's going to be 2 of these. They're dueling shuttle coasters. As in the previous vlog, you can have a look at that to check out the plans that we actually overlaid on that vlog to see what to expect here. But unfortunately for now, this area has all been completely blocked off. We've got some fences here not allowing us any further, and even if we did get past here, we've got a pretty big construction gate here which doesn't allow you to really see what's going on too well into that construction site. From here though, nothing too exciting is happening. It's mostly just rubble and stuff here right in front of the mansion, which interestingly enough, this mansion is actually the only remaining building here in Legoland Windsor that actually still remains from when it used to be Windsor Safari back in 1996, just before Legoland opened. This actually replaces Raft Racers, which was kind of a blue and yellow slide that just went just in front of the mansion here, down this hill into this section of the park. So that's all been torn up, and at the moment it looks like it's just rubble. Nothing too exciting happening at all. However, we'll be back in the future to check out more exciting stages of the construction, like the footers going in place, the supports, and eventually that track getting delivered and the theming going into place, where we can really start to appreciate just how that's going to look. But yeah, let's head on in to another very busy area of the park, Duplo Valley. And just had my ride on Duplo Dino then. Advertised wait time of 45 minutes, waited just 40. So yeah, pretty accurate with the queue times today. And it's a good little ride as well. Anyway, also in Duplo Valley, you will find Drench Towers and Splash Safari. Little water park here at Legoland, and to be honest, it could do with being open today. However, it is closed until the winter, but as you can see, it goes off towards the back there. You've got the big bucket, water bucket there, and also kind of lots of fountains and splash areas that kind of take place all down here as well. But that's all currently blocked off. And just to the left of that, again, you can kind of appreciate some of the clearance that they've done for construction of those dueling coasters there, all in front of the mansion. Yeah, looking good. It's quite a big area, actually. Really looking forward to following the construction of that a little bit later on the channel. Right opposite the splash park then, you've got Duplo Playtown, which is, as you can expect, really busy today. And yeah, there's a variety of slides here as well, all nice soft flooring so you don't injure yourself, and really vibrant and colourful. And a 20-minute wait then for Duplo Airport in Duplo Valley, but of course I've come on to Fairy Tale Brook, the obligatory water ride here at Legoland Windsor that I always ride, and just a 10-minute wait. So let's see what kind of refreshes they've done for 2023 and see how good this ride is looking at the moment. Love it. And here we are on Fairy Tale Brook again. And the poor guy's still drowning as well. Hello. I gotta say, I should probably sit more in the middle of this boat. It's kind of tipping over. There's the three little pigs. And the wolf.
And I'll blow your house.
Hey! Even the little puffs of air are working. Haven't felt that in a while here. Good to see that they've got everything working so far on the ride. Yeah, all looking nice and fresh. There he is, taking a little bit of a rest in the sun. Oh, there we are. I think that's been the longest kiss I've ever seen. Yeah, I don't know what it is about this ride, Fairy Tale Brook, though. It's just one of those rides that I always do when I come here to Legoland. It's a peaceful ride. You get to sit down, relax, have a little bit of a boat tour, see all the good figures here, the animatronics. I wonder if they've made Snow White look any less scary this season. Probably not. Do you see the house made of yummy treats? Oh, yes, I do. The little gingerbread house there with all the sweets. There's the dwarfs.
Hello, Mr. Bluebird.
Oh, dear. No, I gotta say, she still looks pretty scary to me. Oh, she's still crying as well. Years and years have stood there crying, sweeping the same bit of floor. Yeah, pumpkin's looking good here, though, the old pumpkin carriage. Yeah, old fairy godmother's looking good as well, nice and blue. Looks nice and clean. She was looking a little bit grubby towards the end of last year, so good to see that's nice and scrubbed up there. And there's Cinderella there in the nice yellow dress. She's looking pretty vibrant as well. Yeah, good to see. Here we go into the Cave of Wonders. Looks like he's still struggling there as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, great area this.
The princess will soon be mine.
Your wish is my command, master.
Hey! Oh, little fountains working there as well. Oh! Here we are into the Three Bears. Baby Bear's still crying away there. There's that old klepto right here stolen his porridge and his bed. Shocking behaviour.
Grandma, open the door. It's Little Red Riding Hood. Are you there, Grandma?
Yeah, you know, riding this on a sunny day as well really does make this ride. Everything looks fantastic. Oh dear. Still beating up the wolf, reading his fairy tales book. Nice that they've kind of trimmed these hedges back as well. They were all looking a little bit overgrown last season, so that's good to see as well. And here we go. When you hear the worst whistling in the UK, you know you're about to get on that biggest drop. Forget Project Exodus at Thorpe Park, this is where it's at. You really need to practice your whistling, buddy. And here we go. Oh! That's more of a painful drop than anything. And smile for the camera at this point. And there we go, Fairy Tale Brook. Once again done for the 2023 season. Fantastic. And we got Duplo Express here as well. Just a 10-minute wait time for this one. Nice little junior track ride. And right opposite that, we've got the Duplo Valley Theatre with shows throughout the day. That's looking nice and busy. We got a little fuel station, hot dog and drinks kiosk there, right next to Farmer Joe's Chicken Company. That's going to be pretty much it for Duplo Valley though, as we head through into Lego City. Yeah, another busy area that. So it's good to see though, good to see Legoland thriving. Of course it is the most visited park in the UK, so you know, for Easter Sunday you got to expect it to be like this. However, like I said at the start of the vlog, it gives that kind of atmosphere and that vibe. Really, really good to see. And yeah, it's great to see so far all the kind of refreshments that they've made for 2023. Looking fantastic so far. All the landscaping's been tidied up as well. Of course, to the left there we have the driving school, where you get your own driving license. Always a great part of Lego City, that. You've got kind of the learner driver experience just to the right here as well, which is kind of a much smaller scale version of what you've got to the left here. Oh, carnage going on in the boat ride here. Blue Boat's just decided to completely back end the red boat and turn it completely around. Always good to see a bit of carnage on the boat ride. Currently a 20-minute wait for this one. Just heading down to the Haunted House Monster Party, which opened in 2019 as a Vekoma Madhouse here at Legoland. There it is, looking fantastic as always. Love the facade for this. Absolutely fantastic. Current wait time for this one is 30 minutes. I think I'll jump on.
I declare the most spectacular party trip ever ready!
And just got off my ride then on the Haunted House Monster Party here at Legoland. Advertised queue time 30 minutes, waited just 20. And yeah, still a solid ride. Pre-show still got all the party atmosphere and the lights, all working great. And the inside of the ride is actually looking pretty good as well. It was looking a little bit grubby towards the end of last season, but it looks like they've kind of freshened that up a little bit now, looking nice and clean. The ride itself though wasn't actually riding all that smooth. It was very, very bouncy, which was a bit of an odd feeling. Never had that with the Vekoma Madhouse before, but yeah, was feeling the seat itself was feeling very, very bouncy. The room's rotation though, still all looking good. The rest of the ride was great. Heading over now to Deep Sea Adventure with a current queue time of just 10 minutes. So let's hop on and see some sea life.
All marine life. In fact, corals are sea creatures too, called polyps. They're usually found in. They swim in groups and use their wings to kick up the sand and find hidden food. Oh wow.
Brace yourselves, explorers. We're approaching Atlantis. Yay! Yes! Congratulations, explorers. Our mission to discover Atlantis and the treasures of the deep sea has been a success. It's time to head back up.
And just come off my ride then of Deep Sea Adventure. Advertised queue time 10 minutes, waited about 15. So yeah, still pretty accurate with the queue times at the moment. And yeah, good ride, everything working on there for 2023. My advice would be to sit kind of front left if you can, or any left side of the vehicle, as it tends to offer a more kind of intriguing ride. You see more of the Lego models and usually more aquatic sea life as well. Unfortunately, I was sat on the right side today, so yeah, for me personally, it's not quite as interesting a ride on that side of the vehicle. After though, through the exit lines, you have obviously the interaction with the sea life, sea urchins, starfish, and some knowledgeable staff members around as well if you've got any questions to ask. I've made my way back from Deep Sea Adventure now to the two hotels here that can be found at Legoland. Of course, it is a resort. We have the Castle Hotel and we have the Legoland Hotel here as well. And for those that can remember, this actually used to be the site of the Jungle Coaster, which actually closed back in 2009 and was relocated to Legoland in Florida. The land used for that ride was actually taken up by this Legoland Hotel. So yeah, that's what now sits on the site well over 10 years later. If you've not stayed here at Legoland Resort, it is very much worth doing. Great value for money, and both of these hotels offer a great variety of themed rooms. There's actually a themed pirate swimming pool inside the Castle Hotel, which is really, really good. Well-maintained hotels, great breakfasts as well. So if you've not done it, definitely worth checking it out here at Legoland Windsor. I thought I'd take a look around the magical forest here in Lego Mythica. Yeah, my second favorite area of the park, this. Oh! Hey! Oh, it's like I've been transported to another world. Of course, this area opened in May last year. And yeah, it's pretty well themed, pretty creative in here, and features AR as well. There we go, the mystical realm where Lego creatures first came to life through the power of imagination. Yeah, you got lots of interactives here. You can press the button, make various things happen. Hey! And yeah, you got the little AR activation points here where you download the Legoland app, scan the code, and then you can bring bits and bobs to life in the air in AR. Flies around you. Not great if you're tall though. I'll duck through here. Yeah, you got some great Lego models around here as well. Is that a mushroom? Little things to look in there as well. Looks like this used to be a tunnel, but looks like they blocked that off. Not quite sure why. But yeah, some great models to be found around here. Like I say, this opened back in May 2022. Yeah, good to see the mist effects working here as well. This big carnivorous plant, flytrap facts. Yeah, it's a nice little area this, and offers some great photo opportunities as well. There's the old volcano there, it looks great. Nice to see all the molten lava background here as well, really nice. And there's the dragon eggs. Baby lava dragon nest, fantastic. See if all the screens are on in here, don't forget to look up as well. Hey, looks good. Yeah, it's a great area this, and it's always really, really quiet. I feel like not many people know it's there. As you approach Lego Mythica from the hotels, it's kind of just off to the left side. I feel like it could do with a little bit more kind of an entrance, I guess. It's a little bit of a subtle entrance, so I feel like a lot of people actually miss it. It's not a huge area. As you can see, we're coming to the end of it now, but it is still well worth checking out. And in terms of rides here at Lego Mythica then, you've got Hydra's Challenge. And they got the water cannons going today as well, so you're getting nice and wet on there. Current queue time for this, 1 hour. Yeah, it's a shame the second carousel over the back here isn't working, that's a shame. You can certainly do with it today. Yeah, this is the re-themed Squid Surfer ride. And then just next door to that, we have the Fire and Ice Freefall Drop Towers. More kind of junior family drop towers these, or bounce towers as I like to call them. Current queue time for these, 20 minutes. Always a fun ride. And offers a nice view over Lego Mythica as well. But of course, the best ride here in Lego Mythica, and all throughout Legoland actually, the best ride here at the park is of course Flight of the SkyLion. Current queue time 45 minutes, and it is still, as of 2023, the UK's only flying theatre attraction, and it is fantastic. Don't miss this one. And just got off my ride then on Flight of the SkyLion here at Legoland Windsor, and yeah, it's still by far and away the best ride here at the park in my opinion. Still the one and only flying theatre here in the UK. Absolutely fantastic, everything working on there today. The smell pods really smelling quite strong. Was pretty lucky today as well, managed to sit in the middle of the gondola, which always offers the most immersive experience. So if you can time it right, that is the best place to sit. However, it's an incredibly immersive experience anyway. It's a great story, telling the story obviously Maximus and bits and bobs taking you on that journey, and yeah, it's great audio. Like I say, the smell pod's working fantastic and pretty intense in some areas as well. If you do come down to the resort, make sure you don't miss Flight of the SkyLion. Absolutely fantastic. I made my way now into Heart Lake City, and I gotta say that this is the most impressive area in terms of 2023 refurbs and refreshes. Yeah, look at this, it's looking really clean, really tidy. The water, look how clean this water is here. Absolutely fantastic. Of course, the lighthouse was completely taken down as well and rebuilt for this season. That's looking really nice and fresh. Unfortunately, Return to Skeleton Bay actually isn't back on until April the 28th. So still a couple more weeks left until that show actually begins. So there's no shows on Heart Lake City. Currently, the only shows that we have are at the Duplo Valley Theatre and of course the little mini stage over by Miniland. But yeah, this area is looking really good. Smells great around here as well, as you've got a lot of the eateries here. The pizza and pasta is right behind me here as well. And also, look at the trees, completely cut back. All the trees completely chopped down here. Yeah, it really does make a big difference to this area, and like I say, is by far and away the most impressive in terms of refurbishments for this year. Looks great. Yeah, and it really is a vibrant area of the park, Heart Lake City. As you can see, the Heart Lake shopping mall just there with the lighthouse. And yeah, these trees being cut back really does make a difference, really kind of opens up the area. Got the Heart Lake Park Cafe there as well, some toilets just through there, and the ice cream parlor here. I wouldn't be surprised actually if a little bit of repainting has taken place during the closed season, because it really does look fantastic here. And if you need to hire out a buggy, you can do that here as well for £10 for a single and $15 for a double. Got a refresh and refill station just through here, as well as the Heart Lake Shakes. Absolutely fantastic shakes found in here, and yeah, it's busy. It's busy in this area as well. And just off to the left here, Mia's Riding Adventure, a little Zamperla disco. Current queue time 20 minutes. Looks like it could be a little bit more than that though. But let's jump on anyway. And into the Kingdom of the Pharaohs now then, here at Legoland, where we have a number of flat rides, including the Aero Nomad, which today unfortunately looks as though it is closed. Probably still undergoing some refurbishment for the start of the season. We got Desert Chase, which is a little carousel, and Thunderblazer, which is a little junior wave swinger. And then just opposite those we have Laser Raiders, little interactive dark ride. And inside here as well you'll also find the Lego Game Zone, still powered by PS4. Also with the Scarab Bouncers, which is another little junior drop tower. Good ride this, and just a current queue time of 40 minutes. So let's head on. And as is usually the case then with Laser Raiders here at Legoland, queued for 20 minutes out of the 40 that was advertised, only for the ride to go down and for the queue to get evac'd. So yeah, a little unfortunate. Never been to Legoland before where Laser Raiders has not gone down several times in the day. Could be getting a little bit long in the tooth that ride now. It really needs looking at. Anyway, heading over to Lego Ninjago now to see if I have better luck with this one. And here we are in Ninjago World then, where they got a little rockin' tug, Destiny's Bounty. Yeah, quite well themed this one. Nice to see a little bit more around here. But otherwise it's not too bad. Not quite as nice as the one at Creeley we saw the other week though. And of course Ninjago the ride is right behind us with a current queue time of 25 minutes. I'm going to hop on this I'm not going to put in any on-ride footage, as we did get some of that in the vlog before, and I'm going to concentrate on getting myself a decent score, I think. 25-minute wait time. Let's head on in. And just come off my ride on Lego Ninjago then, and waited 25 minutes. Advertised queue time 25 minutes, and yeah, 102,500. That's not good. I thought I wouldn't film on ride, concentrate on getting a high score, and yeah, I just couldn't get the movement right today. And to be honest, that's what kind of makes Lego Ninjago a very divisive ride. A lot of people don't quite understand how to get the movement, and sometimes the sensors can be a little off as well. Not that I'm blaming that on my absolutely awful score today, but yeah, it's just it's a bit of a weird one that, you know, a lot of people aren't a big fan of that ride purely because of the movement. But if you just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride for what it is, it's actually really, really good. Heading into Pirate Shores now, I'm going to take a look at some of the queue times around here, and also grab myself a little bit of lunch. And here we are at the Jolly Rocker. 15-minute wait time for this one. Looking like they're getting quite a good cycle on there today, actually. And Castaway Camp just behind me here as well, looking nice and busy. The Enchanted Forest is also back open. Of course, that's where a lot of the Halloween entertainment takes place through there. You've got Refresh Cove open as well here. And we also have Spinning Spider here at Pirate Shores as well, teacup style ride. And yeah, it's good to see the spider at the top working as well. Hey. All the fangs moving, the eyes light up, and the legs all move. Very temperamental little guy that doesn't often work, so it's good to see him working again today. Fun little ride this. The Spinning Spider. Hey. And we also have Pirate Falls Treasure Quest here. Hey! And this one is a solid 8 out of 10 soaker, not because of the drop itself, but because of all of these effects. These little frogs that you've got lining the sides here, and then these cannons get you absolutely soaked if you're really unlucky. It's all controlled by these buttons down at the front here, which is also controlling this one here, which is firing towards us, which has already caught a couple of people out. Heard a couple of swear words today. But yeah, it's a great log flume this, worth riding if you've not done so. Like I say, advertised queue time at the moment of 45 minutes. And this dog down here really isn't happy. And back outside the park now then, just to take a look at the construction of the new Legoland Adventure Golf. And this is where it's going to be taking shape just here. I'm actually stood on the priority parking. Now most of it has actually been taken up with this new Adventure Golf. It does still exist, as you can see here, and just off to the left we've still got some priority parking that remains. However, most of it is being taken up by these hoardings here. Now this, like I say, is going to be Legoland's Adventure Golf. Now it's got an opening date of the 29th of July 2023. And it's going to be the world's first Lego-themed indoor golf experience. Now, apparently we're going to be featuring 4 different Lego-themed courses in here. And apparently, yeah, you can book online now for £10, and that actually includes 2 hours of free parking as well, which is good to know. If we take a quick look through the gate here, we can see just how much has taken place. And yeah, just as you can see through the gate here, not a whole lot has started at the moment. However, there is a big section towards the back there. The walls are starting to go up. And as you can see, this is where the building will start to take place here. Still a lot to do, I feel, in just a couple of months' time. However, these buildings do generally go up pretty quick. So yeah, looking forward to checking this one out. This should be fun. And yeah, great addition to the Legoland Windsor Resort. And just a little look there then of the construction site from a slightly different angle. And in terms of location, the main entrance to Legoland Windsor is just here, and then Adventure Golf is going right here. So it's literally right next to the entrance of the park. And yeah, like I say, I think this will be a great addition, and really looking forward to having a few games of Adventure Golf at the end of July this year. Yeah, looking forward to it. And just had some food then at the Pirate Burger, which, yeah, it was actually pretty good with my Merlin discount. Cost me just £10 for a nice chicken burger and some fries. Now, last time I came here, it was actually really disappointing. It was slow service and my fries were stone cold. However, much improved today. Nice fresh food, good atmosphere in there, and very fast service, to be fair. I've come up to the land of the Vikings now then, and behind me is Viking River Splash, one of the bigger rides that hasn't been in action today. And yeah, as you can see from this view, all the troughs are pretty much dry. And speaking to a couple of members of staff, actually, this ride hasn't been open so far this season, which is a shame to see. Open here in 2007, manufactured by ABC Rides, and it's actually quite a well-themed river rapids, actually, so it's a shame not to see this in action. What's even worse is the fact that this isn't really advertised that it's closed. And the entrance to this ride is actually at the top of some of the most hilly areas of the park, so it's a little bit of a shame that you have to come all this way to find out that it is actually closed. I think this entire area could do with being roped off, really, because there's not really much more up here to see or do apart from this ride here. So yeah, I think that's my advice to the park, just to save people's legs a little bit. Yeah, not too sure when this will reopen, hopefully soon, because like I say, it is a good ride and it is a shame to see it closed. And I'm going to finish my day here at the Knight's Kingdom, where we'll find the last remaining two coasters of the day, Dragon's Apprentice and the Dragon. You've also got Merlin's Challenge Carousel just off to the left here. Dragon's Apprentice, current queue time of 20 minutes, and the Dragon just 15. So I think I'll make this my last ride of the day, and I'll put in some more shots around the park, and then we'll be closing today's vlog. Been a good day, busy day, but a good day. Let's head on into Knight's Kingdom. And here we go into the Dragon then. There's a little bear still hopping around there. You got the wizard's cloaks and hats here as well. Great ride this. What secrets await within? Here we are. Yeah, it's a great ride. You've got a little dark ride section initially, and then you head on and do the main bit of the roller coaster afterwards. And the dark ride section is actually really good. Some good animatronics in there, some good Lego models. So definitely worth seeing. And with a 15-minute advertised queue time, you can't really go wrong. Good views from up here in the turrets as well. Nice to see the water looking less green. Good views across the park here. And just got off my ride then from the Dragon, and yeah, solid ride, advertised queue time 15 minutes and waited just 15 minutes. I feel like it's a little bit underrated as a coaster that here at Legoland, while the coaster itself isn't anything too much to write home about. Like I said, the little dark section at the beginning really is quite fantastic. Some great animatronics in there and some really good Lego models. Anyway, coming towards the end of the day here at Legoland now, I'm just going to put in a few more bits of footage around the park, and then we'll be heading to the exit to wrap up today's vlog. Been a good day, but a busy day here at Legoland. And here we are back at the beginning area then of Legoland, back where we started today's vlog. And yeah, it's starting to peter out quite nicely. The largest Lego store in the UK though has got a bit of a queue, although nothing as bad as I was expecting considering how busy it's been today. This is known to be a lot worse than it is currently, and actually it's moving quite fast as well, which is good to see. Usually this is very slow moving. Yeah, they're getting through the queue quite well here. It is a recommendation though that if you do want to buy anything from this store, to head on down early afternoon to mid-afternoon. Actually, they recommend the quiet hour here being between 12 and 1 p.m. Buy anything that you want to buy, drop it off in your vehicle, and then come back in and enjoy the second half of your day without having to worry about a queue outside this store being absolutely humongous at the end of the day, because it can get really, really busy. Today, surprisingly, not too bad. And with that then, that's going to bring me to the end of my day here at the LEGOLAND Windsor Resort, and it's been another fantastic day. Great to get back in the park, great to get back on some of my favourite rides like Flight of the SkyLion and the Dragon. Absolutely fantastic. I will reiterate that Flight of the SkyLion is by far and away the best ride here at the park. It really, really is fantastic. Blows me away every single time. It's been busy today. Of course, it is the most visited park here in the UK. And of course, over Easter, it does get savagely busy here. And it being Easter Sunday today is probably the worst day to come. However, what has been good today is the operation. So it's actually managed to keep those queue times relatively low considering how busy it's been. Actually, the 60-minute queue time for the Skyrider first thing in the morning was the worst queue of the day. The Dragon on 15 minutes and even Flight of the SkyLion on 45 minutes is actually pretty reasonable. Also good to see the construction going on around the park today, obviously seeing the adventure golf and of course the dueling coasters, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. And it's something that I've said for a while in previous vlogs here, what Legoland really needs is another coaster. Of course, when Jungle Coaster was removed back in 2009, it really kind of left it lacking. There's only 3 coasters here in this park, so to get those dueling coasters, which is 2 coasters of course, 2 separate credits, that's really going to help kind of soak up that capacity on busier days like we've had today. So yeah, otherwise it's been great. Even the food was good today. The only disappointment being, I think, is probably Viking River Splash. Feel like the park need to notify you a bit more that ride was out of action. Like I say, that is at the top of quite a hilly area, and there were quite a few people heading up that way, finding out that it was closed and having to walk all the way back down again, which is a little bit naughty, to be honest. But aside from that, that's really the only negative. Staff have been good, park is well maintained, lots of kind of cleaning that's been done during the off season. Shame Return to Skeleton Bay wasn't going, however that is coming back in a couple more weeks, so that show will be running again from the 28th of April, so that'll be good to get back and see. And also we'll be coming back and checking out the construction on those coasters as well, and even having a go on the Adventure Golf when that opens at the end of July. They got a good year coming up with Legoland Windsor here. It's going to be great to follow all this construction, and yeah, those dueling coasters next year, that's going to be one to watch. That's going to be it from Legoland Windsor. However, the next set of vlogs coming up is the start of the EU mini-series. Now, I know I said this at the end of my Greeley vlog just last week. However, I wasn't expecting to come to Legoland today. I was expecting the EU mini-series to be the next thing on the channel. However, we slotted in Legoland, so next it is the start of that EU mini-series, starting with a travel vlog from England down to Germany and then down to my accommodation, which is right next to Europa Park. We'll be filming Europa Park, Phantasialand, the Efteling and Plopsaland Japan across the next couple of weeks. It's going to be an absolutely awesome trip. Cannot wait to get to Plopsa and ride the Ride to Happiness by Tomorrowland for the very first time. Do feel like that is going to potentially shift my top 3. Yeah, I've heard some good things, heard some very, very good things. But until then, until that time, I want to thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy riding everybody. I'll see you real soon.